Damn it, I'm hungry.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you think about the flight of the Skullis folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
There's morning. So I need to get more food. Hi, and thanks for the like, and thank you for watching.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skullis and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markvart Von Auliz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skullis mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
And that is diplomacy.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Hopefully he didn't see me, but because that could have put everyone in this into a lot of danger.
Hey, watch it. Lout.
My respects to you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defenses too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Alright.
I have to eat something.
What the hell?
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
First food. You really have to pay attention to how your character moves. With some other games you can actually run into people and it not matter, but in this game it does matter.
Did you see them horrible foreign soldiers?
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad. God bless.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
I knew we'd come to an arrangement. Food. I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Should be able to get 2 more. Maybe 3.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Satisfied?
That's a poor offer. No deal then.
Alright, just 2 then.
The insides are shriveled up. I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Hopefully I can at least get this.
I'd
Because
like to discuss the price.
you don't
Why
really
not?
start off with that much food.
What about this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
That's a sum I can live with. Could do with it more.
Well, this could be a problem. How do I get unstuck from here? In fact, how did I get stuck up here? Fast travel, I can't get off the darn thing. Without to reload.
God be with you. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
I'll have to exhaust
Gutenberg.
this again.
Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored him?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
I still do need to get food.
for one of them heathens. One of the
They
soldiers
eat their prisoners and make broth from corpses.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
What the hell are you doing?
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Is this enough?
That's not enough.
That's a sum I can live with.
Okay, basic controls. I wonder if there's a way that for me to call my horse. Oh, whistling. Okay. I'm gonna try to get some distance.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
There's a prisoner escaping! Catch him! There, below the battlements!
It can't have rotted down enough yet.
No, but I cut off the top root at it. So you did half the job.
Alright, so well that's not feasible.
have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
I feel quite hungry.
So E, and get the armor.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for it.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzik, because he's Wenceslas's headman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
I don't see how I'm going to get on the other side of them.
Hey!
Alright.
What the hell?
So easy to accidentally run into someone.
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
I'll try the kitchen. The cook sometimes sells us surplus food. Otherwise, I don't know. Try asking the villagers if there's anything they want or have to trade.
What the hell?
Do you need help?
Hey!
Yeah, there's no way I can actually get armor. Not with them guarding that thing so tightly.
Hey, who's there? Is that some new kind of thing?
Be a bit more... Jesus, look where you go.
You! What the hell are you fooling about here for?
Like I said, can't lockpick. I don't really have anything to start off with. Maybe I can talk to that person inside town.
I'd be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
When there's a lockpick, hopefully I can actually use it.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
I thought I
I'll
could.
have to get something. Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
No, yeah, it's not nearly enough.
you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
It would be nice if you actually started off not trapped in a place with no clear way to get out, and I need to get the armor, but I can't afford the lockpick. I can't afford anything.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
And plus, this person gets hungry on the slightest dime. Let's see here. This will give me some nourishment. Oh, that did it. Alright, so I need to go in the other direction. Granted, what I'm doing will get me in trouble. But ideally I can get there and then get back without a problem.
There! Catch him! Got you! Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Oh, great.
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere. Except back inside.
Let me go. I'll give you silver.
Hmm? How much? Not likely. Except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
That was a little bit...
You start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
This guy complains so much about eating. Alright, I'm out of town. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. No way for the horse to get out, too.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
And what's making this a bit harder is the fact that you basically start penniless, practically. Penniless, no armor. I do have a... Might still have that sword. Yeah, I still got the sword. It's not gonna do me much good. I can't really sell it.
Like they've already gone.
And killed pretty much everybody.
Jesus.
Well, is this or starve? The dried food will last longer, should last longer.
You're in the wrong.
Stop, please! Spare me!
You're not going anywhere armed. Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
If you insist. Damn it, I'm hungry.
It's in the same situation I'm in. Most likely. That might have been too bad. Alright, don't go under 40. That didn't help either.
Hey!
Okay, I'm going to pause this one moment and do one more episode. Thank you very much for watching, and this should only be down for a few moments. It's a fun game so far, but it is not easy like some other games. So one moment and this shall be back up again.